All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Makak Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to be a quick lesson on how the prices of things are about to go up. All right, the prices of things are about to go up, and this thing that's happening worldwide, this thing that's happening in Russia and Ukraine, to be more specific, right, is going to be used to blame loads of other events that are happening on the earth, man. All right, and what I'm going to talk about in this lesson is how I sometimes buy shopping online, man. All right, sometimes I buy certain things which regarding shopping online because I don't really like to be inside the stores like that sometimes, man. I don't really like to be around people like that sometimes when it comes to these kind of things, right? So buying it online is a bit more convenient. But what's happened this time round is that the shopping's been delayed. All right, so it was supposed to, let's say for example, it was supposed to come today. It's now going to come tomorrow. You see what I mean? So it's been delayed. And obviously, the reason for the delay is all the stuff that's going on in the world. That's what they're going to blame it on anyway, right? And then also another thing was that sometimes when you buy shopping online, obviously they don't have certain items straight away. So, like they said, if you amend it, then the price is going to be different. And items that was literally put in the basket to buy have gone up in price. And one thing that I noted specifically, Slovakia, was the honey. All right, the honey went up by like almost 10% in price, man. And just imagine if every single item in someone's shopping or inside the store goes up by 10%, man. Imagine if the prices of things go up by 10% of every single item. And I've got to say this again, because I saw this with my own eyes before in the past. There was a time where lettuce, right, was £1.60. The lettuce was £1.60. There was a time in the UK where lettuce was £1.60. It was very expensive compared to the price that it normally is. And that price increase compared to what the prices are now is almost like 150%, man, compared to the price that you can buy lettuce for now. So that can easily happen again, but with every single item. And then that's when it's going to get to where some people will still have the money to buy certain things, but other people are going to be like, well, I haven't got the money to buy this, but I'm just going to rob it instead. And then that's the things that we're going to be seeing over here in the UK. I just want to get like one scripture to try and sum this up, man. I'm just going to find one scripture, because Yahweh said he's getting ready to send plagues upon Egypt, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 10. I'll start at 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and shall smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And famine is a plague. All right, famine's a plague, man. So eventually these things are going to be affecting every single place on the earth, man. There's going to not be the ability to get food over here. And all these proud people are going to have to experience this, man. Because there's such a thing over right now in these so-called first world countries as known as being obese. If you're obese, that means that you're stuffing your face with way more food than you need to survive. That means you're putting yourself in a high calorie surplus, man. That means you're putting way more food in your body than you need each day. And these people are going to catch hell when that happens, man. If these people even miss one meal, these people would never be able to keep the Day of Atonement like brothers keep it, man. They would never be able to not eat for 24 hours. They'd never be able to do that in their life. Never once. This is verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it, and part of the plagues is famine. Other plagues are actual pestilences. Violence is gonna be a plague. The sword's a plague. Taking away riches is a plague. And the nukes are gonna be a plague as well. And that's what all of this is leading up to, man. All of this is leading up to this right here. This is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. So when people are dancing in them flames, man, right? They're gonna end up knowing that it was because they tried to fight against the Israelites. When all these people have experiencing this. And it says all the people, so even Israelites are gonna be in that too, man. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Some Israelites are gonna be in this plague. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And this is what's going to happen to some Israelites even, because they're going to get the CHIP, right? They're going to get the MARK. They're going to get that, man. The thing mentioned in Revelation 13 and 16, they're going to take that, a lot of these people, because they're going to want food, they're going to want sustenance, and they're not going to understand that Yahweh can give you money. They're not going to understand that Yahweh can give you food. The amount of money that you have in your bank balance is based on whether Yahweh is going to give it you or not. It's not even based on how hard you work. Ultimately, it's based on Yahweh, because money does not mean money is not food. So you can have all the money in your bank in the world, but if there's no food around, you cannot eat. And this is just a small thing that's happened, right? But I thought that it's a big deal to mention for people to hear it, for people to hear that, like food delays and food prices being changed to the point where, like, if you try and amend the shopping thing online, the shopping cart online, like if you try like refresh it or whatever, it's telling you that you're going to be charged more, and it's given a list. It's not just one or two items; it's quite a big list of items that price has gone up, man. But the biggest thing that I noted was honey had gone up by almost like 15% in price. We're still like at almost 10% in price, which is a big deal, man. Imagine every single item in a shop went up by 10% in price. There's certain items in a store that like are so priced the way that 10% could be £1 or could be like 40p. And after most people buy like around 80 to probably 100 plus items in their shopping. So that's going to be at least probably maybe total and a 25, maybe 35% increase in their whole shopping, man. Which will mean that there's certain things that they won't be able to buy and have in their shopping anymore. And if you think about all the meats and stuff like that, if they go up by 10% in price, each of them things that will add up probably a good portion to that price of a person shopping, man. So poor Israelites are gonna not be able to handle that, man. The rich are gonna be able to handle it, but then they're gonna find out that money's missing from other places. But it's gonna affect the poor first, these things. And that's gonna call for some people, when it gets real hectic, if there's a chance to get a chip. So like, probably shouldn't have even said it, but if there's a chance to get that, they'll want to take it, man. And the scriptures say that people are going to be deceived into taking it. So even if they take it, that don't necessarily mean that they're going to get what they thought they was going to get. They're just going to be told whatever they need to be told in order to take it, man. And that's going to lead to their destruction. This is Revelation 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the MOTB, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. And this is what's getting ready to happen, man. People are getting ready to be deceived into taking this thing. People are getting ready to be deceived, man. And all of these little small things that are happening are going to lead up to where people are going to think that they should take it, but not the elect, though. And I'm going to end the lesson there. Shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom.